Sponsored by Golfbox, Australia's greatest golf superstore. G'day guys. Today we've got an iron that I feel like I'm the only one that's picked up on this. It's not an issue, it's just surprising really. But I am very excited to test today's golf club. Even though I feel like it's partook in a few too many after 8 mints at Christmas dinner, it's got a little bit porkier post the festive season. Guilty! However, as porky as it may be, sluggish it is not. How could I best describe today's iron in a musical number? That's pretty good. Ha ha!
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Let's never do that again. That's right, recharge your R2-D2, wipe down your Wally, clean your chappy. Because today we have another tech boss on our hands in the form of the Callaway Apex Ai300. Well, from here it probably looks like the Ai200, but like I said, post festivities, we've put a bit of pork on.
I couldn't eat another thing, I'm absolutely stuffed.
Very Apex, isn't it, in design? And like I said before, if you didn't like the looks of the CB, the MB, the TCB, the BBC, that's not one, is it? Well, there's a very strong chance you're not going to like the visuals of this. But this is not everything, you see. The surprise comes to me down at the ball. Like the Ai200, there is a surprising offset. Again, I've got to say it again. I know I've said this before in the review, but all I see is this meme. That's it. I might really get into the part and do the rest of the review like this. But next minute, I've actually started to really enjoy looking down at the ball at this. More so probably than the Ai200, which is a surprise. Obviously that's the more compact design. This is definitely bigger, but visually I do like it. That offset's not too off-putting. Quite a thick top line, you know there's a fair bit of assistance here. And well, I have absolutely no doubt this thing's going to go like absolute stink. Straight out the gates, zero side spin, 202 yards. There's so much in this, just you wait. Huge thanks to my family for sponsoring this video at Golfbox. Of course, these are available along with all the extensive Callaway range at golfbox.com.au. The link is below. These are, of course, for high handicappers. If you want ball speed, you struggle with ball speed, and you don't want lots of ugly mass. I mean, this is still big, but it's not grotesque. What about that word for a Monday morning? This for me does scream high handicapper that likes a, more player-like visual. It's a lot of tech packed in this iron. This is a list of everything. We're not going to go through it again. It's a lot, if you can probably see me through it. So if you want a bit more oomph behind the ball, but you want to keep those saucy visuals, let's get it on. Ai300. It's such like a really powerful strike sound. Bit left to right, that one. I got a bit stuck there. Very, very, very strong. What am I looking over there for? Very strong, very solid, no surprises with an Apex iron. We're pushing that 140 ball speed with a 7 iron. It's quite amazing, really. But I like to see that spin. I do like to see that spin up towards the 6.5, 7,000. First thing I worry about when I see this sort of design is obviously the spin rates, but again, we're going to have that high launch and of course the stopping power. It loves a bottom groove, this. It's not me. No. That's gone miles. 211 yards. That one. Bit more speed in that, I feel. So it's just a complete powerhouse, this thing. I don't get the same finesse either as I do with the 200. I stand over this and I just want to hit it harder. Look at this for wear mark. You see it, look? Striker! So maybe the feedback is good, I've just not missed the middle. It has been known. So Callaway is saying the Ai300 ticks off 3 important factors of a golf iron. Feel, consistency, and power. And when I was first learning about this iron, I kind of glossed over that. I was like, oh, great, 3 words to describe your iron that are all fantastic, but when you think about it and how far we've come, it's very easy to do one of these 3 things, quite difficult to do 2 of the 3 things, but to have feel, power and consistency in one package, it's pretty impressive, isn't it? Better strike. A bit straighter down the line, that one. 214 yards. This is insane. Lots of power, lots of after 8 mint velocity, I like to call it. What is it about an after 8 mint at Christmas? I don't know if it's just a UK thing. Let me know. I don't think it's made it to the US, did it? So this is what they are if you don't know what they are. They're little like mints that you have after dinner, like a refreshment. Cleanse one's palate. It is a pleasure to hit 145 ball speed. If we didn't have that wonderful backspin there, that would have been a 230, 240 yard 7 iron. Yeah, I don't know if it's just making me feel good. 220 yards, 213 yards carry. I don't know if it's just making me feel good and protecting every single strike that I'm hitting, or I'm hitting this very well. That's something I'm not really sure with this iron. I got more strike feedback with the 200, which you would expect, like I say, smaller profile. This is definitely more mass, not fat shaming at all. The comfort level, it's a bit more warm and cuddly, you know what I mean? It's the strikes are masked a little bit more. .146 ball speed. Yeah, it is time. The Loft police have been informed of a potential crime. It's not that bad, really. I wanted to compare these Lofts with the Ai200. 7 iron, of course, let's go on, but the spec sheets are here. The Ai200 7 sits at 30 degrees, where the Ai300 sits at 29. So it is a degree stronger in that department, which you would probably expect. I don't think it affects if you wanted to do some sort of split set, but again, it's showing you we're trying to get as much velocity as possible with that maneuver. For everyone that's interested, I'm getting told off for not telling you the shaft. I'll tell you. All right, it's steel. So I'm using the DG S300 mid shaft. Again, it's telling you the story here of trying to get that ball Jason airborne. Jason airborne. So numbers wise, it is what I expected, but it's probably more than what I expected in terms of the ball speed and spin. Having again that power and that consistency in that one category, did feel great as well, is very, very impressive. So we've got 5,708 spin on average with a total carry of 202. Now, I'm not trying to smash this, but we are at 141 ball speed on average. Remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell notification. We've got a lot of great content coming up over the festive period, and especially in the new year. It's very exciting. 100,000 pending. Thank you, guys.